So this video, it's literally just going to be about if you're thinking about wholesale, these are some things that you're going to have to consider. And not even consider, but just know. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat any of this. I'm going to be as transparent as possible. And as you can tell, okay, this isn't a highly edited YouTube video. And it's like by no means the best quality. I'm not recording this on my or either one of my phones. This is literally just being recorded on my laptop webcam because I don't care if it's good quality or not, because at the end of the day, if you want to know this information, you're going to want to know this information. So, what are you going to need to know about wholesale if you're thinking of starting it? Okay. And now, first of all, it's not get rich quick, despite everything you're seeing on the internet of people trying to make this business look easy. Please understand, it is not easy. I'm here to be very honest and transparent with you. It is not easy. It will require hard work. You are not going to be able to go onto Google find a supplier that's going to make you 5 grand a month in profit. Okay. That's not going to happen. I'll be very honest with you now. Now, all these people that you see out there saying, go onto Google, go through bestsellers, go onto Jungle Scout, Google these suppliers, open up accounts, you're going to make profit. That's not going to happen, right? Okay. I'm going to be so real with you. Okay. It's not that easy. If it was that easy, everyone would be printing cash. Okay. Now, why is it not that easy? Well, first of all, like I've just said, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Okay. And you've got to understand if you want to make money out of this business, if you want to build this business, you've got to understand what your business actually does, what sorts of value propositions you can go um well to these companies with, right? You've got to have a very, very in-depth understanding of your business. You are not just selling on Amazon. You are cogs within the supply chain. And you are acting within the market. Okay, you're acting within the retail market, and you've got to understand the retail slash wholesale market, sorry, and you've got to understand what that even means. What does that entail? How do we fit into this market? Okay, and how are we using Amazon to fit within this market? That's what we are doing, right? So if you're thinking of starting wholesale, please, okay, don't think it's a get rich quick. Don't think within the next month you're going to be making 5 grand a month in profit, because you're not. Okay, I'm going to be so real. You're not. If you're willing to put some work in, you'll get what you want out of this business. And if you want to fast track it, you're more, well, essentially, there's two routes you can go. And I'm pretty sure I've said this before. You can go the route I went down and spend years to find out what works and all the shortcuts and all the gems, or you can invest in education. Well, the unfortunate thing is for 99% of people out there, they've either A, invested in the wrong education before, or really, really bad education before, or they think that investing in education is pointless. And to be honest with you, I'd agree. Investing in education is pointless in 99% of the times because most education out there is absolutely shambolic. Okay. Done by people who have not run this business. Okay. Done by people who are making it seem easy or teaching it to a very, very low level. So people think it's easy. So people buy their programs. I'm here to tell you, no, this it's not easy, it's hard. However, it's very doable when you have the right information. Okay, that's why I have a program. That's why my program, the testimonials, the successes, you won't find anything like it anywhere else. It's very simple why. It's because I shortcut the whole process. I'll tell you what to do, what works. I'll give it to you right in front of your face. Basically, it's going to be nothing you find on YouTube. Everything you're seeing on YouTube and in all these other programs, it's very, very low level stuff which don't work, which is why most of the people I help have paid for programs elsewhere, and they come to me as like, "Hey, please help me. Like, I paid for this education. It's absolutely shambolic. Shambolic. It's got me nowhere." Like, don't worry, we'll get it sorted. And you can literally look at the testimonials I have. Like, it's literally people saying, "I've done all the courses on the market. Nothing comes close to what we've done with you with 10x the cost of your program." Because that's something which I'll say to you, right? If you want to start wholesale, it's not get rich quick. It's not as easy as everyone else is making it out to be. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, the second thing is having an understanding of what it actually entails, right? Have you got people skills? Are you able to negotiate? Are you able to think strategically? All these things which people don't even consider. Okay, you've got to understand that it is a relationship game. Wholesale is. Are you able to hold meetings in person? Are you comfortable enough to do that? Can you get on the phone with these companies? These are things that you're going to have to do. And if it's something you're not comfortable with, if you want to make a success out of this business, you're going to have to get comfortable with it. Okay, so that's another somewhat hard truth when it comes to running a wholesale business. And another thing you're going to need to know is you're going to have to take risks. Okay, you're investing capital. Risks are involved with this business. It's as simple as that. Okay, there's that saying, scared money don't make money. It's literally the case with wholesale. Yes, we can make these risks calculated by, let's say, for example, spreading our SKU count, making sure our cash flow spread out. But obviously, at the end of the day, we are doing wholesale. Bigger amounts of capital are being spent, which means there's more risk involved. Okay, so that's something else to think of and something you need to know when it comes to wholesale. Another thing is that wholesale is a volume game. Okay. And now, what does that mean? That means our ability to read data needs to be like top, like really, really high level. Because, like I said, it's a volume game. We are purchasing stock in volume. We are investing money in volume, higher amounts of money. What does that mean for us? We need to have the ability to read data to a high level because any mistake, any small mistake can cost us dearly, right? So your ability to read data and spot trends is vital because we do not want to jump on listings or sell products which aren't good for us. Okay. For two reasons. A, we're going to lose money, and B, we're going to lose a relationship. What I mean by that is, let's say we've said to a supplier, look, we can purchase or spend 10 grand a month with you. Let's say you've read the data incorrectly, then you can't. That relationship's in the bin. Right? Whereby you're going back on your word. So that's another thing which you are going to need to know about wholesale before you actually decide to go into it. Because like I've said, a lot of rubbish is online. I'm here to tell you the truth. Okay? It's not easy. It's not a get rich quick scheme. And there's things involved that you would have never, ever, ever even considered it before because people won't tell you about it. A, because they don't know about it, because they don't do it. They don't run it. They don't run the business. And they don't approach it to a high level. Right? Some other things I'd say is probably that with wholesale, you'll run into issues you would never, ever expect. Trust me on that. But then again, that's with any Amazon, any business in general. But that's just something to know about Amazon wholesale when you get involved. Again, like I've said, it's wholesale, so there's more risk because we're buying higher amounts of stock. Let's say something happens to an RA listing of yours or an OA listing of yours, and you've got like 5 to 10 units in stock. It's not a big issue. When you've got 500 units to 1,000 units, that's when you've got to consider that. Right. So that's something else which you can, which you need to know as well before you start wholesale. So these like are like I wouldn't even say hard truths, but these are just things which you are going to have to consider when it comes to wholesale and getting started. What's something else you need to know when it comes to wholesale? Let me have a think. Again, like I said, this video ain't scripted. It's just me speaking off the dome, speaking off the top of my head on whatever's coming to my head. So what else are you need to know? See, there's so much you need to know, like the right information. You are gonna literally get nowhere if you don't have the right information. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like if you go and try and do what's on YouTube, you're gonna end up just spinning the same cash around and around and around, and you think wholesale saturated. It's not saturated. It's so unsaturated when you know what you're doing. Okay, I'm gonna leave the video there because I don't know how long this has been going on for. Um, but yeah, hopefully that helped you get a greater understanding of wholesale. As I alluded to earlier, if you have any questions about wholesale or the program which I have, click the link down below and we'll see if you're a good fit for the program. We don't take everyone on. We want to make sure you're a good fit, have the right mindset, and you actually put the work in and apply the information and get the results which I know you can get if you put some work in. Okay, with that being said, if you like the video, subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.